Hi everyone, so today I am going to do my daily makeup routine. It is my daily makeup routine, but obviously day to day my makeup does differ. It's not exactly the same every single day. I do use kind of different foundations or different eyeshadows, or more makeup if I'm going out, or less makeup if I'm feeling a bit groggy, or if I'm just like lounging about the house or something. So this is my daily makeup routine for the minute. Get ready for a naked face for the next scene. It's not the prettiest of sights and it's not the most comfortable thing to do. Not many people want to be naked faced on the internet for people to see. It's not the nicest thing, and obviously makeup is a way for us to make us feel a bit more confident about ourselves and to kind of express ourselves, really. I think makeup's a brilliant way to express yourself, but it's a big thing to come on to YouTube, and no matter how many people are watching, and have a naked face. So please don't be too mean, and yeah, I do hope you enjoy it and get some useful tips. I don't know, I'm not a makeup artist or anything. I don't claim to be good at makeup, but a lot of you guys want to see kind of how I do my makeup, so I thought I would show you. And yeah, that's it guys. Next clip is a naked face, so enjoy.
So this is my face, and this is my Bobbi Brown Hydrating Under Eye Cream. I use this as almost a primer for my concealer. I just apply a little pea-sized amount under to both eyes and just rub it in gently. This really does help to hydrate my eyes, and I find that without using this, my under eye area gets really dry. So this is really lovely to use as a pre-base for any stuff that I'll be using. For my primer, I'm using my Witch Anti-Blemish primer, and this is so lovely. It's quite a thick silicone-based primer, and I just apply this all over the face, on the cheeks, on the nose, on the chin, on the forehead, just to give a nice base for my foundation. And also this helps with my spots, because it's anti-blemish. It's got properties in there that stop your spots from flaring up, and also it helps keep my oil at bay. So first up is my Bobbi Brown corrector. I use this underneath my eye area with my deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, just applying a little bit underneath the eye area, not pressing too heavily, just a light brush over the eye area. And I just find that this really does set my makeup ready for my foundation and my concealer. I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't help to get rid of your bags under your eyes, but it certainly helps to eliminate any really dark pigmentation and try and even out the area underneath the eyes. And I just really love it. I wouldn't be without it, to be honest. It's been an absolute saviour for me and my dark circles. And so for my foundation, I'm using the Illamasqua Skin Base in shade SB even 04. I'm absolutely in love with this foundation. It's so gorgeous. I would say it's a medium to full coverage. It's got quite a dewy, glowy finish, which is not something that I usually go for. It's not too dewy, it's not too glowy, it's just a nice amount, which is why I think I quite like it. The coverage is quite full, it's obviously buildable. Usually I go for something like Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is a very heavy foundation, quite thick and cement-like on the skin, which is usually something that I really like. But I've just been finding that it helps my skin to breathe if I use a slightly lighter foundation that can be buildable. And I just absolutely love this foundation. You can see that it's giving quite a nice coverage, but it's not too cakey, it's not too full. It's just quite flawless and lovely. And I'm using my Dior foundation brush with this. This is just a flat foundation brush. I'm not sure on the name. It's just, I think on the box for it just says a light foundation brush. And this was a birthday present, so I'm not exactly sure how much it costs or what exactly the name of it is, but it's I really like it. I find that with some foundations, they just don't need that buffing in. They just need kind of a light coverage over the top, and I find this really does that. So I'm feeling like my skin isn't that great at the moment, so I'm putting on a little bit more foundation just to build that coverage up a little bit. And the this Dior foundation brush is really good for that. It does help to just, it's almost like painting it onto the skin, and it just rests on the top really nicely and just stays there, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So definitely recommend the Dior foundation brush with this Illamasqua foundation. And you can see that the dewy kind of finish that you get, and the coverage that you get also with this foundation once you've put a little bit extra on, which is something that I just feel a bit more comfortable with. Not everybody has to put as much on as I do or as little as I do, it's each to their own. And my concealer is the infamous Lasting Perfection concealer from Collection. I absolutely love this concealer. It's such a full coverage, but it's not cakey at all, which I find obviously is a key thing for underneath my eyes. I really don't want to draw any attention to them. So I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which is obviously meant for foundation and not for putting on your concealer, but I just find that this gives a really flawless finish with this concealer. And I do use this brush for other foundations, but I just find with this foundation and concealer, this brush is just used better with the concealer really. And you can see it's quite a full coverage, and it does give a really nice finish, and I'm just blending that in, trying not to rub too much, and rather than rub too hard, almost dab the concealer in so that it sits on the top of the skin rather than get too caked in. And yeah, it's the perfect foundation for me. If you do have quite bad blemishes or scarring, then that's the one for you. To set my foundation and my concealer, I use my MAC Studio Fix foundation in NC20 with my Real Techniques powder brush. Usually I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft Plus, or Light Plus I think it's called, but I've run out of that, and this is a bit heavier than what I would usually use for setting foundation, but with this foundation I think it works really nicely because this is quite dewy and I'm quite oily, and the heavier powder helps to set it and keep it in place quite nicely. And for highlight I'm using MAC's Soft and Gentle. It's absolutely so gorgeous. You need the tiniest bit. I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush, which I'm aware is a contour brush and not a highlight brush, but it's just got a really nice little brush which I think is perfect for highlights, and this highlight is just absolutely amazing. It's such a gorgeous shade, and you only need the tiniest amount to get what you need. For blush I'm using my Clinique Plum blush. I'm not sure on the exact shade, but it's a really nice shimmery blush, which I think goes really well with the Soft and Gentle highlight. And using my Real Techniques blush brush, just applying it onto the apples of my cheeks and up the cheekbone a little bit. This is more of an autumn winter colour I think. It's not really a summery colour, but I do feel now it's getting cooler that I'm reaching for it a little bit more. And for my eyebrows, using my HD Brows palette in Vamp, and using the darker brown shade to fill in my brows, as you can see there, and using the Real Techniques eyebrow brush. I'm not sure if that's its technical name, but it's pretty perfect for filling in your eyebrows, and I always find it absolutely hilarious looking at my eyebrows when I've got one on and one off. It's like, looks absolutely ridiculous, but hopefully they don't look too bad when they're both filled in, but I just feel like I look naked without them. And I do find that obviously everybody's eyebrows are different, and I do get quite a lot of comments that my eyebrows on YouTube, that my eyebrows aren't even, and I'm aware that they're not 100% perfect, but they work for me. So for my eyeshadow base I'm using the Art Deco eyeshadow primer. This is really nice, just helps to even out any pigmentation on the eyelid and get you set up ready for your eyeshadow. It's pretty up there I think with my Urban Decay primer. I really do like this, and it's pretty affordable. For my eyes I'm using my Oz Great and Powerful palette, just using the light creamy white matte shade. I'm not sure on its actual name, but using my Real Techniques eyeshadow brush. And this is just, I really do prefer having a lighter shade for a base. I don't carry dark colours too well because of my dark circles under my eyes, so I do find it better to use a lighter shade as a base, and this is just a really nice neutral colour and nice matte shade to use. And then for the for the kind of like top coat for the crease in my eye, I'm using MAC's Woodwink, just with the same brush again, and just filling in the crease and the second, like, other half of the lid, just to give a little bit more depth to the eyes, add a little bit of colour. And I absolutely love Woodwinked. It's such a gorgeous shade, really shimmery, goldeny brown, and I just really love it. It's not too dark, it's quite a light shade, but it can be buildable. And then using the another Real Techniques brush, which I will link below, just to go underneath the lash line, instead of using a dark eyeliner, I prefer on daily basis to use eyeshadow underneath my eye area, just to add a little bit more definition to the eye, but not to take too much like heaviness underneath the eye area, especially because I don't want to draw too much attention to the under eye area. But I just think this sets the eyes off really nicely, and the goldeny colours, I think, go really quite nicely with green eyes, and yeah, so that is that. And then just blending those in a little bit so it's not too harsh, and again using the same brush, which is a bit naughty, but you know. And then my MAC Vanilla Pigment, just to go in the inner corners of my eye with my Sigma brush. This is quite a flat, round, hard brush, so it feels like you can get good definition in the corners of your eyes. And I love this pigment. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so pigmented, hence the name, and it stays on all day, and it really just does help to brighten the eye area. And I also take it up onto the brow bone, just to highlight underneath there a little bit as well. And I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna last for yonks. It's not going anywhere, and I use it pretty much every day. And then for my eyes, just to highlight my eyes a little bit, I'm going to fast forward this bit because I absolutely hate people pulling their eyelids down, but for my liquid eyeliner, I'm using the Illamasqua, what's it called? I can't remember. The Illamasqua, oh, what is it? Precision Ink, that's the one. We'll get there finally, guys. And this is a really great eyeliner, really dark jet black, and I don't know if it's waterproof, but it definitely doesn't want to go anywhere. I do find that this is really stubborn to remove, but that's something I really like because I wear it every single day. I want it to stay put, and I always have my cat eyes, which I'm doing at the minute, that you can see, just bringing a flick out to the side and then blending it across the eye and filling it in. I find that with some of the eyeliners, you can lose the cat eye quite easily, because the like from not sweat, but kind of just like wear of the day, if you touch your eyes and things, then it can just be worn away. And this Illamasqua Precision Ink just stays put all day, and it doesn't go anywhere, and it's just, I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous, and Zoe bought me this for my birthday, so thank you very much, Zoe. And then moving on to the eyelashes, curling them with my eyelash curlers, and these are from the Vintage Company, I think they're called. And I just can't imagine just never not curling my eyelashes. It would just feel weird not to do it. It's just a habit now. And these particular ones are really good, actually, and I don't think they're too expensive, so I'll see if I can find them on the internet. And then using my number 7 in Intense mascara, I'm just doing the bottom bit, and then I will fast forward through the rest of the eyelashes again, because it's just, nobody wants to see you put your mascara on. It's not very interesting, is it? And it's over within a couple of seconds, so we'll just whiz through this bit. And look, my eyes are popping out. That's horrible. So yes, that is the mascara done. Moving on to my lips. Finishing off the look with my lipstick, which is from Avon, a really beautiful orangey corally shade, which I'm just wearing all the time at the moment. It's called Flirt. It was discontinued, but my mum's told me that it's recently come back, and I think it's £8, so go and get your hands on that. I just think it is so gorgeous, a shimmery kind of orangey corally shade, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So that, guys, is my makeup, and I hope you enjoyed it.
That was my daily makeup routine. I hope it was okay. Obviously, as I said earlier, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't claim to be good at makeup. I just do what I do, and if it turns out alright, great. Who knows? But make sure you're subscribed so you can get the so you can be the first to know when new videos come out. And I am hoping to film kind of once a week on a Thursday to upload on a Friday, and so let me know if that's a good day for you guys to watch videos, or if you would prefer a different day. I don't know, but yeah, that was my daily makeup routine. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.